But if you worked so hard, seriously,
I went everywhere.
Now, even she started. Actually, she went to KNUST already with this in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had always been.
Did you have that in your mind?
No.
When you went?
No.
What?
This whole political thing, it kind of just. I just fell in, I would say. Because I don't come from a very strong political home. My parents would just do, hey, you know, they would just say it and then they'll move on. But then I got to school, I actually liked J.J. Rollins. I liked him, I loved his charisma, I loved him as a person. So when I got to school, then they were trying to piece staying together, and there was no women's voice for teen. So don't forget I was in the university for 5 years.
Yes.
I was in this. So that is where I met the teen guys.
Right.
I think they had a program and they said JJ was passing through.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That time I
No, you were not in school. I said I would go. I really want to go. So I went to the dining hall. Apparently he didn't come.
Oh.
But then that got me there.
No wonder I didn't hear this. I wasn't in school.
No, you were not in school.
I won't really scare me.
So after he came to Kumasi, he lived in Atunsu, but then he didn't come to campus.
Right.
So I went for the program, and then I was the only female there.
Are you kidding?
I'm telling you. So after the program, then everybody wants to know you. And although he didn't come, other executives of the NDC came, and everybody wanted to know me. So that's where it started from. And with all of these people knowing me, there was no turning back. There was no turning back. And then see, let me be very real here. Also for the fact that I have a tree name. My name is Darko and Darko, and then Opire.
Yeah. Angela Darko.
And then we are in Ashanti region. And then there's NDC, and nobody is coming to NDC from Ashanti. And my name sounds Ashanti. Ashanti didn't pan or by your person NDC this time. You get it? I was like mango, butterfly, styrofoam taro, be at home. Why? Just let me see me 2 minutes. So we had to put Tain together.
Oh wow!
Yes, and then we had to make it we actually built Tain on KNUST campus. I'm proud to say, and then gradually Tain went up and up, and now I think recently we had a female president in Pro.
Oh wow!
Tain, yeah, I'm so proud of that. So I just fell in because of JJ and my love for him. Then all the guys started coming around. There was just like Justice, and there was nurses, there was Moses. So we're all part of my journey, I would say.
The teen guy that I contested with for the NUGS treasurer. What's his name? Teen guy. He was president.
He was a bit matured, right?
Yeah.
I remember him. Oh, I've forgotten his name, but I remember
him and Eugene.
He was so sure I voted for him.
Oh, bless him.
Sorry. This
I'm sorry. I make you believe I voted by him,
politician.
And that evening I was thirsty. He actually walked with me all the way to go and get water.
Sorry.
Conversations with me.
Fear delegate.
Okay. I had to vote for Afia, but after everything, when she doubted me and shamed me, I wanted to go for my vote.
But that one there, she
yes. And my vote was the determinant for her.
Hey, who said yours was?
It was one. No, I mean it was one vote. It was one vote.
You know the thing is, to be honest, with the NUGS, I didn't want to go because when I came on campus, like Angie said, my background. I wasn't from any political background, and the same way you love JJ, I love Kofo. Me, when I was young, Kofo was coming in that 1992, we and the Gentle Giants. I just loved that man. So when I got on campus, I just wanted to serve the students' body. I didn't have any motive, like I'm going in for personal gain. I just love to be in a position, serve, no being so why dear, your money way, we live a home of excellence. That's what I wanted to do. So when I first lost in second year, like when I got to first year and I heard about TESCOM, TAIN, though my family was not really strong political family, but obviously I'm from Koforidua, so so I'd always had that soft spot for NPP. So when I know TESCOM is NPP, people on campus, and then I joined. Then they made me the Africa Hall rep straight away. I'm like, okay. And you know me, I have human relation, I like to make friends, and within a short period of time, is that everybody knew me. That when we had a program and MPs were coming, I was always everywhere.
Yes, now when we even say Afia Animwaa, they don't know Afia. You know when you say Afia Animwaa, I'm saying when I say Afia, no. And I want to say Afia. Hey,
I was like a housefly.
Say Afia
NPP. And then I changed my name straight away to Afia NPP.
It's Afia NPP.
Then second year I was like, I want to be SRC. I want to be SRC treasurer. For some reason, I don't know why.
Why treasurer?
Secretary didn't fascinate me. Just said nothing. It's like I want to be in charge of the money.
Why would people think we're going for something? Why the money?
Not
Because
necessarily.
they use the money to do things, and she wants to do things. She wants to live a home.
Like
I get
not
you.
necessarily to chop the money, but
But
I
I get you.
had that philanthropic in me.
Hey,
Like,
I wanted to use our money for philanthropy.
I wanted to help people needy, but
Okay.
you know there was a time that there were people that I was using my own money that my parents.
Now
were
you
giving
cry,
to
you
me
take
to
your
support.
per diem and you start
So
dancing.
it's like, no, I want to win SRC treasure. Let's use the students' money to help the same students.
It will be a
Kito Abianza, remember? Yes. And then I even said in one of my campaign messages that the Kito Abianza, we can use it to help students. You know, they were giving scholarships to the poor but needy students on campus, and I was using my own money to help some people. So I just felt like, but we are paying KBN fund, and why can't we use that to help people like that? So I was like, okay, let me get in there. Maybe my voice will be heard, and we can help
Make a
them.
difference.
So that was one of the main reasons why that got me there. And then when I didn't win, I was like, me, I just want to serve, and the students are not seeing that in me. That's crazy.
It's frustrating.
So when I went for the second time, the first time I wasn't really hurt.
Yeah.
I wasn't really bothered because I felt like, okay, I'm in second year, a lot of people don't really know me, so let me try again in third year. And me, I don't give up. I went again and didn't win. I'm like, hey, now then.
So you attempted. One attempt, two attempts.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So then Nelson and they all came to me and were like, oh, if you think you should go for NUGS. And Martin was my very good friend right from first year. We're in the same class. And
How is he doing?
He's good. He's in Germany now. He's a doctor now.
Okay.
And then they were like, yeah, we are taking you for the treasurer, Martin for president. And I was a bit reluctant because I had a very good relationship with Martin, and I didn't see myself working with him. I wanted somebody neutral, somebody that's meaning need that relationship, you know. Then at least we can buy into ideas. I just felt like me and Martin will always argue. So I was like, this they came and I'm like, no, you know, I've just lost these elections and I need time to put myself together. So the NUGS, I'm sorry, I don't want to go. So they came to me like how many times? They were like, if we need you, everyone knows you now, we've done all the, and I knew Akwesi Akwa and Kumsin and all these people were going to vote for me. I knew those that were going to vote for me, and
That's
I knew
why
there
you
was
doubted
one that was going to determine. Actually, I knew there was going to be a one. So
And that's the good
Angie
thing
was
about
my problem.
That was the thing about those elections. You know, right from scratch, because it's a small constituency, you can count your votes.
Yes.
You can.
So the last
She
vote,
knew the vote.
I knew there was going
She
to
needed
be
just one.
I needed just one.
And
And
I
it
made that
was
difference.
Angie, and I knew very well that
She
Angie
won't vote for.
knew I was
But
supporting
then I made
Barbara.
you vote. I made you win. So why did you still disbelieve me?
No, the thing is,
That's our show.
it was
Because when I told her, she
You
didn't
can go
believe
for
me
your
then.
votes now. We
No,
are
that
let's
one
all go
vote.
for it.
That one.
And I didn't even know you were the one that spoke to Baba to come against me. I didn't know all these.
And besides,
so that was your own conscience.
I know. Besides, she was at the time she was staying women organizer. I was Tesco women organizer. So we were actually rivals right from scratch. So like, there's no way Angela would vote for you.
But Angela had gone through.
And now Angela
I know. Commissioner.
I know.
Because the reason why I doubted it was because we were rivals, first of all, in terms of political alienation, and we were going. If I win, we're going to be
work in the same. And I didn't have a problem with that.
Because the constitution, the SLC women organized actually part of the NUGS and the SLC.
They enjoy double. They are.
I know. They're everywhere.
It's not fair.
Is
it still like that?
I think it is.
Unless they have amended it, I think it's still.
No, that power they are giving.
That one they
have
too
much.
Really?
We are jealous.
We work so hard. That's why
we want some of the power.
Hey, we work so hard.
We don't want you to overwork.
I just can't believe that after 12 years, this is us sitting together.
You see, we are not rivals.
I know.
Right?
But interesting enough, we were not rivals like we hate each other. Because I remember when I had ideologies, and Andy had always been a fan of my son. She's always asking me, "Oh, how is going to win?" Whenever she sees my son's pictures, she definitely.
She has this letter she writes to him,
on
and I read
it.
I just take my time to read it every time. I just love it.
So clearly, I knew she had a very good heart. I knew she didn't have any ill motives.
But she knew when it's politics.
But I know when it comes to politics, she could be diabolic.
And she's friends to K2 as well.
We were friends. It's just that when we get to, like Osman and I,
they are cool. But then when it's politics,
but when it comes to
we are all in our elements.
Yeah,
exactly. The line has to be drawn somewhere.
This guy, what's his name? Askobik and I were very, very good friends. When he was on KNUST campus, he could come to my room. We were like this. Then, when we went for the NUGS Congress, and I got the deputy EC, then because he was pushing Hamza Suhili's agenda, and because they knew me to be MPP, and MPP2 was bringing what's his name, Anthony Abuchi. They thought I was going to rig for Abuchi, but I wasn't the only person on the commission. And Askobi was like, "Oh, I know this girl. She's a thief. Even on the elections,
that's
serious."
You have no idea.
So honestly,
the things they would say,
I still like, and you're fine because that thing still rings in.
But you're supposed to let it go.
I'm like, Askobi, I can understand that.
Yes,
when it
to
comes
let it
to
go.
Politics, but for you to embarrass me in public like that,
to even call me
a thief, national elections when I don't even have any hands in national elections.
How long has it been?
And of course, because this is someone we eat together in my room. He's
really?
Askobi and I were like this. And to imagine, say,
maybe
you have that, and
he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
You know,
it was necessary for the moment.
Yes.
You know, in the end, he lost.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, Hamza lost, and then we went to Sunyani, and then we uprooted Abuchi by force. By time, hey, are you cool? Let's not get into that one. You don't remember? Yeah. We had exam, so differentiation by a factor all the way.
The previous NUGS president. Oh, I'm still in touch with him. What's his name again?
Is it
the one from Gimpa?
Wisdom.
No.
Oh no. I have this
Wonder
Madilo. When I say wisdom, no wonder Madilo. When the moment comes and they have to do what has to be done, they would do it.
That's politics for you.
Yes. But honestly, in as much as politics, you can just say things that you don't really mean it. Sometimes I just feel like we should be mindful of the things that we say, especially the kind of relationship we have with someone is different if you are not really close to the person and you know the person from afar, then you can just say anything and blah blah blah. But the way I know you, like, I'm here on holidays and I've come to your house. When you come to the UK, we meet. So I know Emiza is my friend.
UK when
and then imagine, say, I'm going to contest for MP. Then Emiza will come and say nasty stuff about me. I know it's funny, but
I get that part, and I agree with you. But then, when you really want to go into our kind of politics, sometimes you need to separate your emotions from some of these things. So you don't get
friends
hurt.
are friends.
See, in politics, we don't have permanent friends.
Imagine that you go and stand for and I stand there and say, and
it will hurt you the rest of your life.
It will really hurt me. It will.
Because
that's why I'm saying that you also need to learn. See, somebody like Askobik. Askobik is a human being, but he's a politician. You know, so when you're relating with people like that, you need to learn to separate your emotions.
No, but there are certain emotions, especially in this technological world. There are certain things that you will say about someone and it will stay forever.
Yes.
What you are
saying? And even how people make us feel at some point. I get you.
You get it. And you know, I just feel like yes, we may have our own political.
See, I'm not holding grief for him. I'm just trying to say that if you're able to sort out some of those emotions, you spare yourself the hurt. You remember after school, I ran for NUGS Women's Commissioner.
Yeah.
Me, my own people sold me off. And what could I do?
So it's an advice.
Yeah,
for
but then
our friends out there. Please.
That's cool.
You need to cherish,
to learn to
relate to him.
Exactly.
The fact that you're a politician doesn't mean just go about doing things.
You are ladies, beautiful, gentle ladies doing politics. And they are recalcitrant, adamant, barristic, political guys. I mean, there's
no good.
It's not. So guard yourself.
You know somebody like Philemon La, right? I knew that he was an NDC, but I just loved the guy because when we were in students' parliament, I just felt like he was switched on. He was very eloquent, and I know my people, if they're watching me right now, they'll be disappointed. I voted for Philemon. I know he never believed that me.
Just like you didn't believe I voted for you.
Me of all people will vote for him.
Just like I didn't believe I voted for you. Just like you didn't believe Afia.
Advising us about you.
I know, right? It's so easy to dish out advice, but following it
beyond my political background, and I just feel like this guy
can do it. But you've also always come with a point that you want to make a change.
Exactly. So you look at I just didn't get it why students' politics should be politicized.
Yeah.
This is from students. We want the
beginning. I can understand why it had to be like that. But at some point you realize that this is how the game is played.
It's when we go for everybody knows, oh, she's supporting our candidate. But when I go into the ballot, I know. For me, what you come and tell me, because at the end of the day, we all want what is best for the student, not what is best for NPP or NDC. We're in Ghana, this is KNUST. We want the betterment of
KNUST.
Exactly. So I listen to people's manifesto. I'm very good at that. Me, I vote on policies. I don't vote on personalities. I listen to your policies, and if I think that it is something that I buy into it.
But you also don't think that as you are not outwardly coming out to tell people this is a person you want to support, that in spite of political affiliation, you think this person will do well. The constituency you control, they'll be swayed towards who they think you are supporting. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that, but I don't want to fake. In telling me, our meetings in camera, yes. We will assess the candidates because most of the time when we're on campus, most of the aspirants were MPP for now. Until we go for a meeting and then we decide on who we want to present. So the rest, if they want to go on their own, is their own problem. Yeah, so that there I'll share my opinion. That okay, these 5 people, I think, the Angie Kwa, Meti Angie, my personality. I've seen how you comport herself. So I think she's the best person for us. We will agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, we put into voting. If you win, you win. If you don't win, and whoever emerges the winner represent the person. But on campus there, I'd always, and if I'm to go back to school, I will still do that. I'll vote on policies, not because the person is from my AENT by force. I mean, so I know. And I think it had happened a lot of times.
My sisters are very fun to talk to, and it's midnight already from where we are, but we are having fun. We are going to continue, but bye to you all. Thanks so much for watching.
Watch out for part 2 in Dubai. We just in Dubai.
There's a back.
Thank you.
Please subscribe. Share the link.
So we'll mention your name in the name.
I want 1 million views on share the link.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Nice
so
to
much
meet
for
you
coming.
guys again.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you.